Going from the crosswind leg, transitioning down to the downwind, accelerating up to about 100 knots. These airplanes are super, super slow. If you want to learn how to fly an airplane, a 172 is a great, great aircraft to learn in. All right, so I'm on my downwind. I'm at 1,400 feet. Landing lights are on. Gas is on both undercarriage. Well, we don't have one, but if we did, we'd be putting it down here. Mixture is up and rich. Props, well, we don't have a prop control on this. It's a fixed pitch prop. These things are just super easy to fly. They're a fucking ball. So right now we're at midfield downwind.
Gillespie. Not available.
Gillespie traffic, Cessna 54502 is midfield left downwind 27 right, Gillespie. So we make our call there so people know where we are. And again, as I come up here, beam the numbers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to come back on the power. And I'm going to come all the way back to 1600 RPMs. And put in my 2 quick flips of the trim. These things fly so slowly, it's really gives you a lot of time. Like I have all the time in the world right now. I'm looking back at my numbers. You're looking at beautiful El Cajon, beautiful, I guess at night. And I'm going to make my turn to base. Now on this time, I'm not as close in as I was on the last 2. So a little further out, I won't be as tight in. And right now I'm making this turn at 70 knots. When I get established on base, I'm going to slow down to about 65 knots. And right now, I got a wide angle shot. You might be able to see it, but I'm very, very happy with where I am in relation to altitude and the runway. Still keeping it tight enough in at night where I'm not really worried about if I had an engine failure, I could still make the runway without any event. Gillespie area traffic, Cessna 54502 is base to final, 27 right, Gillespie, full stop. So much for carrying extra altitude there. We're above the glide slope. So what I do is I just made a small power adjustment, and we've got no wind today, so I'll let it drift back as far as 60 knots. In the aircraft, this thing is beautiful. It just settles right out, and I'm looking for my numbers, and I'm across the threshold. My power is off completely. There are my numbers, and I'm just going to hold it off. Hold it off. And boy, that was beautiful. You may have heard the stall warning horn going off there, which is means we've landed the aircraft at the minimal controllable airspeed, which is what we want to do. And let's go ahead, and we're going to take a left here on taxiway Alpha, and that's our night. So 3 takeoffs and landings to a full stop at night.